Hello! That's a good intro. Okay, so I've gotten a lot of requests on how to draw Milo. He's a Yordle. He's my Yordle. If you don't know what a Yordle is... Why are you here? Okay, so this tutorial is we're basically gonna use this as like how to draw Yordles as well. Yordles are League of Legends characters. They're little fuzzy cat things. So we're gonna use, you can use this as a guideline for Yordles, for your Yordles. So I figured, why not do a video? Wow, what a treat. Okay, so I want to start to draw a thing. I want to draw a circle. It's really good. It's a great circle. It might take a couple tries. There we go. You want to get a circle. A circle is the building. Is kind of an oval. You want to get a circle. It's like the building block of everything. Trying to draw a dog, you need a circle. Trying to draw a people, you need a circle. You're trying to draw a square, you need a circle. Here's a fun tip. If you're having trouble with the circle, go and just like take a pen tool and just lay it down super heavy and then like get it to the size you like. I need like that size. Sure, that's great. It's super good. You can turn down the opacity and then you can just draw around it. It's a fun artist tip, you're welcome. It just saved you like 5 minutes of trying to draw a circle. Anyway, now we have our ovular. Ovals are okay for Yordles. We have our circle now. Also, precursor. Warning. I'm not very good at things, so I would take what I say with a grain of salt, and what I do. Like, look, the circle's not symmetrical at all. But anyway, I'm not an expert, but you know, just whatever. No, who is? You know, you are a teacher, probably not. We got a circle. I'm gonna draw. I'm just looking forward. You got your base. I don't really fill in the head until I have the eyes. Some people are smarter than me, and they'll just be like, "Yeah, there's Yordles, perfect. It's great." I don't do that. So Milo's eye. I'm still drawing Milo. Here's a picture of him. It's right there. It's really small. Right there. That's Milo. So he's got his big stupid doofy eyes. I try and draw him like kind of like half ovals, but not so much. If you're a budding artiste, don't forget to flip your canvas, otherwise you'll end up with a horrific monstrosity. Anyway, this is good enough. You know, these are Milo's eyes, I guess. It's kind of what they look like. They're like the really weird anime cartoony eyes that you always see in the animes, like Shrek and fucking Sky High. So now we got his eyes. You can draw on the pupils. Sometimes I don't draw on the pupils until like after for some. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Someone please take this fucking pen away from. So I'm gonna draw his nose. Milo's nose is kind of like a cat nose, I guess, like most of the Yordle race. It's just a tiny little nose. Yeah, that's a good nose. Now we gotta figure out his mouth, like a grin, I guess. So Yordles kind of have a snout, so you want to give it that kind of shape, but like not dog-like or like don't. Here's another amazing artist tip. Don't ever you see people do like the 3 or whatever, like that. Don't do that. This part is not that prominent in most animals. Like, sure it's like a prominent part of a mouth, but it doesn't make the mouth. Like how stupid this would look. Stupid. You can add a little line there, just to give it some kind of, like, if it actually is defined, go for it. Don't draw a 3 as a mouth. It just looks stupid. Alright, so we have a good start to a smile. Now it's where you want to, like, do I want an open face? Do I want a closed face? Do I want a bagel? No, draw this little line so it looks 3-dimensional. This is all out of order. I just kind of wing it, you know? I'm not good. I kind of want to grin. It's like kind of like a cheeky little. It's kind of like a smile, like an excited something. Find his chops a little bit more because he's got a little muzzle. He's like half dog bunny cat thing. I don't know what the hell these guys are. Okay, so we have kind of a face. You can probably toss in the eyes now. These big, goofy eyes. Don't forget to flip the canvas! Oh my god, what is that? It's an alien. It's gross. Perfect. That's a face. That is almost a face. It's still kind of wonky, but this is a sketch, so I can pretend like I don't care. Alright, so this is where I start to define the actual head. Most artists are intelligent, and you should do what they do and not do what I do. See, I have this big unused open space up here. It looks like a fucking egg. You don't want that. So most artists will draw like the face within the circle. I just kind of stuck it in here. So like what I could do is I could just take this, size it up appropriately. That's okay, and then I can add the features on. Another way, if you end up with a tiny little face like I have, you just kind of just draw like what you want the face to be. Yordles in particular have a more trapezoidal head. This is gonna be kind of like a rhombus pentagon. This is what I generally end up doing, just something like that, so I don't have to, you know, play with any sizing up things. But for the purpose of having potential people that aren't artsy or whatever, just do this. So I size up the face to get it to fit. I kind of get it as centered as I can. We're still gonna end up chopping off a lot of this circle because I don't need a lot of it. It's an oval. It's an oval. Head's on oval. I'm gonna remove these sides. We're gonna remove some of this chin line here to give him more of an elongated look, I guess. Define his chin a little bit. We just don't need all the circularness down here. Like even if I size up the head, it's still not the right size. So now we've got our head, basically. Let's flip this. It's a little off. Perfect. Alright, so we've got our face, pretty much. This is the basic shape. Touch it up wherever you want if you see any issues. Like my eyes are... I hate eyes. I hate drawing eyes. They're awful. Always not so symmetric. Now we want to define some of the fur, not all of it, whatever. Throw in some fur here, make his face a little fuzzy. Generally, most ears start on the side of the head, so we're just gonna start like here. A lot of Yordles have like a cat ear sort of thing that you can do. Milo, on the other hand, has like bunny ears, like bunny cat ears or something. So they're just like really long. So he's got his weird bunny ears. Get rid of some of these lines from the head. Add in the ear hole. It's got a little bend here. And it curves off into a point. Add the other side. The other, I guess, lip of the ear. It's good. Add in any accessories. Milo's got 2 earrings because I designed them and I like how earrings look. Sue me. Nobody said his design had to make sense, so I just did it. Add some ear fluff. Now he's got his hair. So I'm gonna do this on another layer because I'm a wuss and I don't want to mess up everything else that I've worked on. Layers are your friend, people. Layers are your friend. You can do a face on a layer, you can do the head on a layer, you can do the ears on a layer. It's all a layer. It's great. Layers are your friend. Alright, so Milo's hair is basically like a downed mohawk, and he's got it right parted. He's got it parted off to the right. It just kind of... It's central, but it swoops down. It covers an eye, a little bit on his nose, and it just goes right back up. A couple of fuzz over here. Kind of looks too emo. I don't like that. Gotta give his hair more volume. There we go. Alright, so it's basically just like a right parted mohawk. And then we give him his 2 braids. Dual braids. Dual beretas. He's got a little brush of hair. I guess. It's basically like if you're drawing a paintbrush. And then the other one behind it a little bit. We got two lines to end the braids. And the braiding up. For the wraps. Perfect. Alright, there you go. There's Milo's face. Now we're gonna move on to the body. I'm gonna do this on another layer because I don't want to screw this up for no reason. Oh yeah, before you move on to the body or anything, toss in his eyebrows. He's got big. This idiot's got big bushy brows. Like that. This one's kind of covered, so we don't have to worry about it so much. There we go. Alright, so now we can move on to the body. Don't let your, like, you can draw a little neck for him if you want. But yeah, don't let your shoulders come out beyond the head. If you're drawing any other, if you're drawing the humanoid, like an actual human, or whatever else, animal, people, whatever, the shoulders will go far beyond the head. Remember that. Don't make your head too small or anything, but I don't want to confuse you guys. But this is Yordles, so his shoulders don't pop out. So now we've got the collarbone basically defined. These are the neck muscles here. There's your clavicle. That comes out. We're gonna make him wave, I guess. That's gonna go up a little bit. We got a shoulder here. We're not gonna draw the arm yet though. Arm comes last in case we want to add any other stuff. So we got our shoulders. Shoulders are defined. These are the shoulders. Right here. These are the shoulders. Right, now we want to get the body a little bit. So for Yordles, I generally use like a teardrop shape, I guess. Something. It's not necessarily a teardrop shape, but you know, something a little bit chubbier, much shorter, not so much stockier all the time. Like everything depends on who you're drawing, so just adjust it accordingly. For Milo, it's basically this kind of like really long pentagon shape. Here, there's your pentagon for the body. Just do that. So now, let's see, here's his chest. Put a little line there. You don't have to define it a ton. It's not muscular. Most Yordles aren't. They're just kind of fluff balls. Head in your hips. Light spread. Don't, like, Yordles are super short. You guys don't draw them with like full legs. They're like little nubs, I guess. You can put in his little crotch there if that helps you. Basically, there's like two methods of drawing a being. The first method is, you know, draw them nude and then draw the clothes on, which is what I do. It's a lot easier. I get to play with the anatomy a little bit more and just kind of see. It always sucks when you have to cover it up with the clothes, so don't get too attached. And then the other way is if you're really good at seeing in your mind's eye, you can draw the shape of the clothes and then just fill it in, which I think is really cool. I wish I could do that, but I can't. So right now I'm just gonna draw him naked and then throw some clothes on. So he's got his short little legs. They're basically two little cylinders. Not sure how I wanted to position these. Maybe this should be like rule number 1 for pretty much anybody that's trying to draw, is like, don't draw anything unless you have a good idea of what you want, like a good visual in your head before you start. Try not to just wing it a lot unless you start to just get really pretty good, I'd say. Or wing it all the time if that's what you're good at. You know, don't listen to me. I might not even put that in the video. Who knows? Who knows what I'll do? Alright, so this is basically the basic shape for what our feet are going to be. I'm just going to have them like walking or something, I don't really know. Here's a problem I also run into a lot. My torso is really long, so I'm going to cheat and I'm just going to drag it up here. It's a sketch. Like, you do everything in your sketches. Don't wait until line art to edit everything, because then it's a pain and it might not end up looking super good. Alright, so we got his little legs defined. Well, not defined, but you know, we have the basic shape that we want. Milo doesn't wear shoes, so we're going to put his little feetsies here. He's got the 3-toe thing. Right, let's flip this just so I can see what I'm doing. Flipping your canvas is really good, everybody. I'm trying to erase the wrong layer. I can't stress enough how flipping your canvas is just the greatest gift. Like, always do it. Have that bound. Make sure your flip canvas is bound. I think on Psy, which is what I'm using, it's H, like by default. So just flip it. It helps a lot. Makes it so it's less awful. This leg isn't anatomically correct, but you know, nobody's gonna notice that when they're looking at it. They'll notice now, but you know, when they see it, they'll be like, that's nice, and then they'll move on. And it's like, okay, cool. Nobody noticed my legs are weird. So yeah, they have Yordles have shorter legs, shorter torsos, shorter arm. Like they're just a big fluffy head on a tiny fluffy body. I think the proportions on their arms are a little bit longer, not like gangly. I don't know. I guess it's a trick. I'm not very good at hands. So I have this little thing where it's like, it just kind of helps me out a little bit, where like at the end, like wherever the hand is going to be, I draw this little point and then I can fill in the fingers. If it's like a flat hand. If it's like a curved hand, then I just cry and writhe in pain until I get it right. So in this case, I don't know, is maybe like that, put your thumb there. Thumb there. Then we have like, Yordles have like 3 fingers, so there's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Move this up a little bit. There you go. Throw in a knuckle. Erase your triangle there. That looks kind of strange from a pose. This all looks very strange. I don't like this leg. I'm gonna fix it. It just needs to be. I guess I can like just cheat it. It's not cheating, guys. Remember that. Like if you have the tools to move things, it's perfectly okay to use those tools. Like they're there for a reason. Everybody uses them. Everyone in the industry, everybody that draws, will use Control Z or the selection tool. Like it's there to help. It's not like your life isn't gonna. Nobody's gonna yell at you for trying to make good art and trying to make it like okay. You just fix up his leg a little bit. His thigh's a little fat. You got a fat thigh. Okay, so I don't like how this hand looks. That's just me. Some people would be like, that was a good hand, it didn't look awkward at all, and I'd be like, you don't know what you're talking about. What if I just give him a little girly pose, you know? Throw his hand up a little bit. It's not girly, a little bit more flamboyant, I guess. It's cool. Just throw his fingers up, a little curve. It's fine. It's kind of how he is. It's whatever. That's okay. And we'll move his arm up a little bit since it looks kind of funny. How does that look? Looks okay. Yeah. It's okay. Like, so I don't mess up anything, I guess, I'm gonna do this on another layer. There's really nothing to mess up here since the head's already on another layer, but like I said, just go layer crazy, it's okay. You can merge them all later. Control E is your friend as well. Everything is your friend. Use it. Use it to your advantage. We're gonna do this little cylinder here for the arm. He's waving. I draw, I think most Yordles with a fatter forearm. So like you can kind of make their arms just like this little like, almost a cone, like that. It's a little too long. Put that there. Wow, look how I used the selection tool to make it not weird-ish. Let me flip this. This whole pose is gonna be weird because I just pulled it out of my ass. I'm gonna do a little hand trick since this is gonna be a flat hand. He's gonna be waving. So there's your thumb. Like I don't even draw on the triangle most of the time. It's just like a good pointer. Like this is where the middle finger will be, which really kind of helps with hands. Alright, then we draw the bottom curve of the hand. This kind of looks a little wonky, so we're gonna like move it down here a little bit, adjust it. It's cool, guys. Just use. I've heard a lot of people be like, "Oh, it's cheating. It's cheating if I do anything digitally." Like, no. That's why you're working in a digital medium, so you don't have to deal with the suffering that traditional artists deal with. Cool, so there's his body. We've got his body. So now, say you just toss these on. We'll just do like a basic pair, I guess. That. His arm's kind of curved, so I might like mess it up a little bit or something. Make it go inward, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how clothes work. I just kind of pray. Rule 1 to art when you don't know what you're doing. Pray. great. It's great. Oh wow. Wow. Oh, he's kind of done. I'm gonna extend this so it matches with the other one. Just clean it up. There you go. There's a little Milo doodle. Throwing some more material folds here. Now we're just gonna erase the body beneath. Yeah, just tidy up your sketch a little bit. I draw really weird. A lot of people just do like skeletons. Draw however you were taught. Do whatever you want. Nobody's gonna yell at you. Nobody cares. Just draw. So yeah, fill this in. This leg's a little bit small, so we're gonna take it. This selection tool is very nice. It is a very good thing. Thank you, Sai. There, we're gonna put that there. Maybe match it up with this pant a little bit better. Fill in a couple of the lines that I got rid of. Yeah, there you go. There's Milo. If I flip it, it's a little awkward. Was I don't know. Maybe his arms like pressed against his cheek. He's like, oh, I got fat head. Oh. Throw that in there. It's like, oh, my face is all squished or something. I don't know. His arms pressing his. Shut up. Yeah, there you go. There's how you draw. That's kind of how you draw Yordles. Kind of how you draw Milo. Like I said, do what you want. Throw some fur on his chest. He's furry. I don't know. Is he Yordle? Don't think of this as a tutorial, but think of it as a guide, or a help desk. I want to stress that like nobody has to draw like I do. Like this is not, I'm not perfect. Like I don't draw Yordles perfectly. I don't work at Riot. I don't know how to. They're all really good over there. So like this is just how I do it. It's kind of easy for me. And whatever and stuff. I'm really articulate. That's great. It's just how I draw a Yordle. You just so to go over it, you just draw a circle and you draw a pentagon. And you draw the short arms belong fat. And you attempt to draw legs, and you're done. And now you're a fat.